The Les twins dancers gained international recognition when they began dancing with Beyonce. But then, out of the blue, they also started getting attention because of some crazy stories about their personal lives.
Why are you guys talking about that? Where are they at?
Like how one of them allegedly fathered and then abandoned a total of 37 children.
Give me the baby mama's names. Give me...
And his response to the claims was almost as insane as the other things he and his brother have been accused of. These days, people aren't that surprised when they hear about a celebrity having a lot of kids. Everyone instantly thinks of Nick Cannon, who famously has 12 kids with 6 different baby mamas. Eddie Murphy is not far behind with 10 kids that he had with 5 different women. And the list just goes on. Hearing that someone has 12 kids in this modern day and age is already unbelievable enough as it is. But to find out that someone might be the father of 37 kids is beyond mind-blowing. Unless maybe there's some kind of polygamist with 5 wives or something. But Laurent Bourgeois from the famous dance duo Les Twins is not even married to one person. And yet there have been a few women who reportedly know him personally and have claimed that he is a father to almost 40 sons and daughters. I mean, can you even begin to imagine having that many kids? But the number of children is really just the tip of the iceberg. Laurent and his brother, Larry Nicholas, have been hit with some other wild accusations too. According to Distractify, a woman on TikTok named Lil Curvy shared a story in early November 2023. It appeared to serve as a warning to other women. She claimed that the French brothers got together with loads of women in their quest to try and have twins of their own. She wrote that if a pregnancy didn't result in twins, then they just move on to the next woman and completely abandon their baby mama. And get this, one of the reasons that she believes this is because she is pregnant with a child, and she supposedly found herself in that very situation. I mean, this almost eugenics style rumor is just totally insane, and it only gets crazier and crazier. Lil Curvy also added that Laurent's family and entourage were accomplices to his actions, but there's still more. Apparently, she also claimed that she wasn't 100% sure which of the identical twin brothers was the father of her unborn child, and you'll never guess why. According to her, the brothers have a habit of switching identities and pretending to be each other, so that when they get tired of being with a girl, the other brother can just take over. And supposedly, the women are none the wiser. Lil Curvy finished by warning people to take care of themselves and to never believe what they see on TV, because unfortunately, the reality is much darker. But she wasn't the only one making these types of accusations. Another online user named Yana also claimed that the Bourgeois twins had done the same thing to both her and her friend. She said that they did it on purpose because they were psychopaths, and that they exchanged girls all the time. She also believed there were lots of other women who had the same shockingly deceitful experience. Laurent broke his silence not long after by defending himself in his own TikTok video.
Where are they at? I want to see the babies.
He made it very clear that he thought the rumors were ridiculous and that people were crazy for believing them, adding that the story about his personal life had made him realize that the world was nuts. Laurent talked about how 10 babies were already a lot, and then pointed out how insane it was that Lil Curvy said that he had almost 40 in her video. He referred to her simply as the girl, which to me seemed a little strange since he actually knows her name, since he knows who she is. In her TikTok, Lil Curvy gave photo evidence of her romantic involvement with Laurent by including pictures of her and Laurent kissing. So it's obvious that they must have had some kind of relationship. In general, Laurent used his TikTok to make fun of how bizarre the story was, suggesting that it was too laughable to even be true, which some of the online community agreed with. But there were some other things about his video that didn't really help his defense case. At one point, he kind of joked about how he hoped some of those alleged babies were half Asian, because he'd always wanted a family of samurais, which could have been seen as him just making fun of the whole situation, but at the same time, it's not helping to stamp out the allegation that he'd like to have a specific type of child. He basically just replaced the desire to have twin babies with the desire to have half Asian babies. Another weird thing was that he didn't really deny the claims that he and his brother would switch identities to be with each other's dates. Maybe something was lost in translation, but at one point, he even said that he lived a beautiful life, so why would he waste his time seeing someone twice? And just overall, his jokey and relaxed attitude about the accusations didn't really help convince viewers that the rumors was completely untrue.
With or without all those crazy things you guys said?
There was something else that Lil Curvy said that Laurent failed to comment on. Some pretty undeniable evidence that Laurent was a part of her life. According to Distractify, she also shared a video of her ultrasound, and in the background, Laurent's voice could be heard. So what would he be doing there if he didn't believe that he might be the father? And why did he not address that in his own video? It's super suspicious. Both Laurent and Larry have previously admitted that they each have a daughter. Larry still hasn't gone public with his opinion about the recent accusations though. So the question on people's minds is, how many children do do they really have? On social media, online users have been very vocal about their thoughts on the accusations. One person commented that the news was deeply disturbing and that they were looking at the twins differently now. Another wrote that until 37 baby mamas came forward, they weren't going to believe it, adding that it could be a bitter ex trying to ruin Laurent's reputation. Someone else pointed out how they'd figured out how to tell the Les twins apart. It turns out that they have different tattoos. They then said that if they could figure that out by watching them on TV, it seems strange that women in their lives wouldn't be able to do that. So it seems that while the claim does appear to be a little out there, considering the craziness of it and the amount of alleged children, Laurent's laid-back video failed to convince people that he was completely innocent. I'm honestly so curious about what Les twins' longtime employer Beyonce has to say about it all. And I wonder if Larry is ever going to weigh in with his own opinion about the claims. But what do you guys think? Is Lil Curvy telling the truth about the Les twins, or is she just making it all up for clout? Do you think Laurent was right when he said that the rumors wouldn't actually end up affecting his life? Let me know in the comments below.